It was supposed to be just another quiet Friday night in the small town of Briarwood, Ohio, the kind of town where everyone knows your name and nothing ever really happens. And that's exactly why what happened to me still feels unreal. I was driving home from my late shift at the grocery store just past midnight, the streets empty, the streetlights flickering in that slow, lazy rhythm that makes everything feel a little off. As I turned onto Maple Street, I noticed a black SUV behind me. At first, I didn't think much of it, but when I made a right turn without signaling and it followed, my stomach tightened. I told myself I was being paranoid. Then I made 3 more random turns. It stayed behind me every single time. My heart started pounding so loudly I could hear it over the radio. I gripped the steering wheel and whispered, "Okay, this is not happening." I sped up. So did the SUV. I slowed down. It slowed down. That's when the fear really kicked in. I remembered all the stories you hear, the disappearances, the late-night encounters that never end well. I reached for my phone, thinking about calling 911. But what would I even say? There's a car behind me. I decided instead to drive toward the police station downtown, my hands shaking, eyes locked on the rearview mirror. The SUV's headlights felt like they were burning into the back of my skull. Just 2 blocks from the station, the flashing red and blue lights suddenly exploded behind me. I gasped. The SUV wasn't some kidnapper. It was an unmarked police vehicle. I pulled over, my face flushed with embarrassment and leftover fear. The officer approached calmly and explained there had been a string of car break-ins in the area, and my slow, repeated turns had made me look suspicious. Suspicious. I almost laughed from the adrenaline crash. I told him I thought he was following me. He actually smiled and said, "You'd be surprised how often we hear that." As I drove home afterward, the town didn't feel as terrifying anymore, but it didn't feel as simple either. That night taught me something strange. Sometimes the scariest stories aren't about monsters or ghosts. Sometimes they're about how fast your own mind can turn an ordinary situation into a nightmare. And honestly, that might be the most American kind of fear there is. The fear of the unknown, even when the truth is right behind you.